again, swinging through the city so fast you could barely notice him. Wall crawler, you know what's after that? Friendly neighborhood, he's taking care of the habitat. Urban acrobat, don't know where he found the time. Fighting crime, humble beginnings, and now he fly high. Spidey says, superpower science kid, you don't think it's fair? I got the world's smallest violin. At the pinnacle, perched at the top. It's daily and it never stops. Hey, taking off the mask. Promise is still me. Ain't nothing changed, no, this is the real me. Me, my city, you need me. A hero, not a vigilante. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. No, you want a neighbor like me. Cleaning up Queens, NYC. And I do it even better with the team.
Spectacular ultimate, he's amazing. Standing tall against any trouble he's facing. The guardian of Queens, not a fan of subtlety. When he's swinging through the streets, it's a superhero thing. Villains attack, so he attacks back. Now the whole city use the Go Spidey hashtag. That's really neighborhood pride. He's just a neighborhood guy who still got class. He does the homework, then puts in more work. Got that Parker luck, but no one beats him on his home turf. Not A-N-E-R-D. The people in my city, they call me Spidey. When it's bad, I'm the one that's on the scene. I bet you kind of wish you had a neighbor like me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So, some interesting news dropped a little while ago involving Keifer Sutherland, formerly known as Jack Bauer, among many other roles he's done. The most popular is probably 24. And there have been some discussions about a potential revival for the show. So it says, Keifer Sutherland shares a Hughes 24 revival update. So something has been written. It's really good. Thing about 24, at least the OG 24, like season 1 and 2, the show was lightning in a bottle. So if Keifer is actually talking about coming back as Jack Bauer, it really has to be a really good script, because they attempted to do a spin-off without Jack, and from what I understand, pretty much tanked. 24 Generations or something. I don't remember what that was called. I don't think they even mentioned Jack. They were just trying to use the name 24 to, I don't even know what they were trying to do, but I didn't bother watching them. It's not 24, it's not 24-hour Jack. So they did that 24 Live Another Day or something, and ended with him willingly going with the Russians in exchange for Chloe. I know it's Chloe, but like, I don't know if I buy Jack doing it. And after that conclusion, I was like, wow, what do you do after that? About 24 went downhill after the show's fifth season. But that season 5 kind of stunk, honestly. Season 4 could have been the end of the series, as far as I'm concerned. It is the last shot of the season 4 was him putting on his shades and walking away. That could have been it right there. Jack Bauer's adventure still made for compelling viewing. His story ended in the UK, set Live Another Day, when the former CTU agent was helicoptered away by the Russians in exchange for Chloe's life. The prevailing theory is that Jack was likely facing a death sentence, though he'd escaped worse fatal for years. The series later returned for 24 Legacy, but without Bauer front and center, it was barely referenced. Fans were not interested. No kidding. Actor Keifer Sutherland shared an update on Long Rumored 24 Revival, confirming that the product has taken one step closer to finally becoming a reality. showrunner and executive producer Howard Gordon has come up with an idea that I like. Before the material had not been written, so I have to say I'm not the one that's in the way. But something has been written. I think it's really good. I think it's really strong. That kind of gives me hope a little bit for this. At the same time, I'm wondering if we should just leave this series alone. Because sometimes when you bring back an old show, there's a whole bunch of modern ideas thrown in the middle. Because it's 2025 now, and we've already seen what happens with classic films or shows like Ghostbusters, for example. There's really kid busters now because you got the OGs in the background. And there were like 10 Ghostbusters in the last movie, all in the freaking firehouse. And I'm like, what in the world is this? All of them. They had freaking Peter, Ray, and Winston as go because we lost Egon several years ago, rest in peace. And then he had a bunch of new kids. And Paul Rudd was a Ghostbuster now. And the hot mom chick he's dating, a blonde lady, smoking hot. And the kids of Egon, the grandkids of Egon, the one girl was just like, it's almost like, it's pretty solid casting. But yeah, not every time you bring back old school property, it's always successful. I mean, look at Star Wars. It's been a complete dumpster fire since Mickey Mouse took over. As I predicted years ago, when the sale happened, I'm like, this is going to be a dumpster fire. And those people are like, oh no, Mickey Mouse is amazing. Like, yeah, when you're a kid, because kids are dumb. Kids ain't going to know the difference between the Mickey Mouse character and the actual company. But adults will. So I don't really know if this is a good idea. And this is exactly why, right here. Now it's owned by Disney because of what Fox was sold off. 24 was originally with Fox, which probably was so good. And now it's owned by Disney. So Disney ain't gonna tolerate all the violence and political stuff that they're doing, that they've been doing in 24 in the past. So I don't know if this is a good idea. On a Disney, the Disney banner, like they put on Disney Plus. Could have put freaking violent ass Jack Bauer 24 on Disney Plus. Get the frick out of here. He says gotta go through different channels before it's either approved or disapproved. Not like everybody else. It's something I really like to do. I would like to close that story. And I mean, it's been closed several times in the past. Like I said, season 4 was pretty closed off. But it just kept going. Then they ended season 8 with them going into hiding. And that felt like pretty closed off. And they brought them back again for the Live Another Year or whatever spinoff. It was like 10 episodes. Then they went with the Russians for some reason. They've been after them. They've been going after them for years. They just throw themselves in with them to save Chloe. I'm like, what are you doing, Jack? And that felt pretty closed off. I'm like, close the story. The story's been closed many times in the past. They just kept going. They just didn't know when to end the story. So if he's like, oh, let's do this and make our last hurrah for Jack, I'm like, well, it better be a pretty good story. I'm going to do that. Because it's never going to be as good as it was in like season 1 with that Nina Myers plot twist, which still blows my mind to this day. It's kind of scary because sometimes people you know can be working behind the scenes, just like Nina, hiding in plain sight. It's amazing how much that actually rings true in the real world. So I would have been suspicious of her from the beginning, but and that's why chicks make the best weapons because no one suspects a woman of doing anything. Your chick could walk into an airport with a bomb in her purse, and no one would even bat an eyelash at her because she's wearing a short skirt and a tight blouse and a bunch of oils on her face that make her look even homelier than she already was. But no one gives a second glance to a chick going into an airport populated area with any like ill intent toward anyone because she's a woman. Because if it was a man, they'd be scanning him and sending the freaking SWAT team after his ass and all this other crap. But a woman, no way. That's why Black Widow's spider devours its meat in the animal kingdom. Lionesses are the hunters in the lion kingdom. There's a lot of species out there where the females are actually more dangerous than the males. And I think that's why season 1 was such a hit, at least to me. Going back and rewatching it, Nina Meyer's plot twist at CTU was just unbelievable. I don't think the show has been as good since then. They've tried. And going through season 6 now, it's okay. It doesn't have the same flair as the original season to me. I got to rewatch season 2 because that Nina Meyer's Jack Bauer dynamic is just great television and it's so tense. After that was concluded, I think they should have designed a show right there because it was never going to get better than that. Not to me. It's because Jack is one of those characters that you just understand the moment he shows up on screen. No drawn out origin stories or just needless dialogue. Just this is Jack Bauer, this is what he does. This is his world, and let's go. Tell the story we tell. And that's why 24 was so good. But under the Disney banner, it's not happening, man. Even if this was to get greenlit, you really want to watch 24 on Disney Plus. Because Mickey Mouse owns everything now. They own Fox, they got freaking ESPN, and just about everything now. Only neat thing to do is buy Warner Brothers. Heaven help us all. If that ever happens. I can't wait to see Harry Potter at Disney World. They've already ruined Star Wars under the leadership of Empress KK and her stormtroopers. But yeah, the thing about 24 show was it was something else in its day, for sure. Bringing it back now, I don't know. It's nice that Keifer is actually talking to people about it. Because I don't think he would have made comments if he didn't have any confidence in the script. But under the Disney banner, I don't know if it's a good idea. Because they're going to censor the crap out of it. It's freaking Disney. They're gonna censor the crap out of it. Look what they did with Star Wars. Couldn't even get a freaking reunion with the original trilogy characters. And like 7 years later, after the Rise of Palpatine, the first thing they put out some trailer for a movie that looks like a TV show because it was a TV show. Like, this is the best you can do 7 years later. It's pathetic. So, like, I want to believe this could be good. I just don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know what they're going to do. There's every chance, even with Keifer involved, that it could still turn out to be shit. Because it's always possible. I don't know. Just, yeah. Now, I'm glad Keifer is talking to people about it. Just, I don't know if. Part of me is like, just leave it alone. Like I'd say it with anything really. Like at this point, not to compare it to Star Wars, but like with Star Wars, I just say let's leave it alone. You wasted. You haven't put a film in the big screen in 7 years. Why bother now? It's not going to change anything, is it? So, like, point is, how many years has it been since 24 last aired? It was like 2019, 2016, somewhere around there. It was during they announced the last miniseries during the Super Bowl a couple years back. I remember seeing the trailers for it. It was pretty cool, actually. Like, since the original series ended, obviously Keifer is a lot older now.
Please.
Obviously, Keifer is a lot older now. So that could be a factor into how well this actually goes. Just he as an action character is the same issue I would have had with Harrison Ford old ass trying to play Indiana Jones all these years later. Like Indiana Jones is an action character. And Harrison Ford like we're pushing 80, pushing 90. He ain't doing stunts anymore. So I'm like, what is the point? I don't know Kiefer's health situation, but he's definitely older now. And when you're dealing with older actors, if this gets greenlit, they should shoot as early as possible, just in case. And that's the mistake a lot of these companies make, is they just, when they have older actors, like they have Star Wars, where the Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, instead of shooting all three films back to back, or giving them solo spin-off films to flesh out their characters because of the like 30-year gap between the original trilogy and the Disney Wars era. Completely wasted them. They had no plan, yada yada yada. And as far as 24 goes, it just, I don't know. I'm like kind of on the fence. I'm glad Kiefer's been speaking to someone about it, but I'm like, I'm kind of like just leave it alone. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, sort of thing. It could be cool, but again, under the Disney banner, there ain't no way it's going to be like the original series. There's no way. It's not possible. Like, when you think of Disney, you don't think of a show like 24. It would never be accepted in today's world, especially with all the politics and all the other crap going on out there. It wouldn't be the same. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. It could be okay. Depends on who's involved. Again, if Kiefer would trust the people involved, it could be okay. But again, the original series is lightning in the bottle. Season 1 in particular, what I'm talking about. But again, I think it should have ended with season 4. Just walking away into the sunset. Just leave it alone. Because, like, what are they going to do? He just turned himself into the freaking Russians. They've been after him for years. He turns himself in willingly, and all he was running from them. Unless they have, like, Chloe looking for him or something. That's kind of a retread of season 6. Or what is season 8? The season 8 ended with him going into exile too. Literally, the last shot was him looking into a camera before the screen went dark. I mean, they always find a reason to bring him back, but I'm kind of wondering if they should just keep the lid on this one.